is a story of Peter and the wolf. Each character in this tale is presented by a very recognizable musical theme, for instance, like this.
Grandfather. A cat. Peter. A bird. The hunters. Hey, wolf! Duck.
Now, here is the story. Listen carefully.
Early one morning, Peter opened the gate and went out into the big green meadow. On the branch of a big tree sat a little bird, Peter's friend. All is quiet, chirped the bird gaily.
Soon a duck came waddling around. She was glad that Peter had not closed the gate and decided to take a nice swim in the deep pond in the meadow.
Seeing the duck, the little bird flew down upon the grass, settled next to the duck, and shrugged his shoulders. "What kind of bird are you if you can't fly?" he said. To this the duck replied, "What kind of bird are you if you can't swim?" and dived into the pond. They argued and argued, the duck swimming in the pond and the little bird hopping along the shore.
Suddenly, something caught Peter's attention. He noticed a cat crawling through the grass. The cat thought, "If the bird is busy arguing, I'll just grab him." Stealthily, she crept towards him on her velvet paws.
"Look out!" shouted Peter, and the bird immediately flew up into the tree, while the duck quacked angrily at the cat from the middle of the pond.
The cat crawled around the tree and thought, "Is it worth climbing up so high? By the time I get there, the bird will have flown away."
Grandfather came out. He was angry because Peter had gone to the meadow. It is a dangerous place. If a wolf should come out of the forest, then what would you do?
Peter paid no attention to his grandfather's words. Boys like him are not afraid of wolves.
But grandfather took Peter by the hand. Led him home, and locked the gate.
No sooner had Peter gone, a big gray wolf came out of the forest.
In a twinkling, the cat climbed up the tree.
The duck quacked and in her excitement jumped out of the pond. But no matter how hard the duck tried to run, she couldn't escape the wolf. He was getting nearer and nearer, catching up with her. And then he got her, and with one gulp, swallowed her.
And now, this is how things stood. The cat was sitting on one branch, the bird on another, not too close to the cat.
While the wolf walked round and round the tree looking at him with greedy eyes.
In the meantime, Peter, without the slightest fear, stood behind the closed gate, watching all that was going on. He ran home, got a strong rope, and climbed up the high stone wall. One of the branches of the tree around which the wolf was walking stretched out over the wall. Grabbing hold of the branch, Peter lightly climbed over onto the tree.
Peter said to the bird, "Fly down and circle around the wolf's head. Only take care he doesn't catch you."
The bird almost touched the wolf's head with his wings, while the wolf snapped angrily at him from this side and that. How the bird did worry the wolf, how he wanted to catch him. But the bird was too clever, and the wolf simply couldn't do anything about it.
Meanwhile, Peter made a lasso and carefully letting it down. Caught the wolf by the tail and pulled with all his might. Feeling himself caught, the wolf began to trump wildly, trying to get loose. But Peter tied the other end of the rope to the tree, and the wolf's jumping only made the rope around his tail tighter.
Just then, the hunters came out of the woods. Following the wolf's trail and shooting as they came.
But Peter, sitting in the tree, said, "Don't shoot. The bird and I have already caught the wolf. Now help us take him to the zoo."
Imagine the triumphant procession. Peter at the head. After him, the hunters leading the wolf.
procession, Grandfather and the cat. Grandfather tossed his head discontentedly. Well, and if Peter hadn't caught the wolf, what then? Above them flew the bird chirping merrily. My, what brave fellows we are, Peter and I. Look what we have caught.
And if you would listen very carefully, you could hear the duck quacking inside the wolf, because the wolf in his haste had swallowed her alive.
We've come to the end of our adventure. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.